Welcome to the complete FPS optimization guide for Dying Light 2 on your PC and laptop. This should be quite an easy tutorial. For more information, click on the first link in the description below. We will first take a look at your in-game settings before making changes to your operating system. Navigate to your Video Settings tab. You can change the overall graphics quality option from high to low or medium quality. These options will largely depend on your available resources, and I will set them according to a low-end PC to get the highest performance to play the game. When you can utilize a decent graphics card, then set this option to medium. Otherwise, set it to low. Below, set the window mode to borderless and not full screen. This might sound counterintuitive, but it has helped fix lag and stuttering for a lot of players. Set the resolution option to your native monitor resolution. Your native or original screen resolution is shown with a star behind it to make it easier for you to locate. Next, disable the vertical sync option unless you experience screen tearing. The upscaler mode option can have a lot of impact on your performance, as it can help you upscale your in-game resolution and help you get a much higher frame rate. In case the DLSS quality option is available to you, then make sure to select it. This will use your graphics card to upscale the graphics quality and help you get a more stable frame rate. Another good choice would be the FSR quality mode. Quality simply means that the game tries to leave you with some good visual quality while getting more FPS. For very low-end PCs struggling to run the game, it's suggested to set this option to DLSS Performance or FSR Performance. Below, change the screen brightness with the gamma option slider. This will have almost no impact on the game's performance. Most players like to disable the film grain effect, but this will be up to your preference. Make sure to adapt these settings while in-game to see what works best for you. I like to completely disable motion blur, but it might help you look around while in-game. The motion blur quality setting will blur your image when looking around while in-game and can make it easier on the eyes for some players. Lastly, in your basic video settings, enable the colorblind mode in case you're colorblind. In order to further optimize your Dying Light 2 settings, make sure to navigate to your advanced video settings when using the F key. Here, set the renderer mode to DirectX 11 or 12, depending on what is available to you. In most cases, you will want to choose the highest DirectX version. Don't bother using the ray tracing renderer, as you don't want to reduce your frame rate to 0 when enabling ray tracing on a low-end PC or laptop. In case the game chose the wrong monitor when launching the game, then make sure to enable the asynchronous compute option. Otherwise, leave it disabled. Change the game screen size option to reduce the graphics quality of the game, but in turn drastically increase your performance. This option will have a lot of impact on the visual quality of the game, so make sure to reduce it by a bit to see the difference. For low-end PCs, set this option to around 95 and play the game to see how much it helped. Below, you can change the upscaling sharpness. The default value should be 45, which is a good start. Some players prefer to use a sharpness of around 30. The field of view option will have not much impact on your performance. This option will show you more or less of the observable world, and I like to set this option to around 11. Next, to get the most performance, you will want to reduce all of the next settings to a minimum. Especially your anti-aliasing quality should be set to low. Set the sun shadows quality to PCF, which will get you more performance when rendering sun shadows. To get a bit more immersed while in-game, you can increase the reflections quality to medium or high, as it will not decrease your performance by a lot. The game might need to restart, to apply some of these changes when you're done, and you should experience a much higher frame rate when playing Dying Light on your PC or laptop. After applying your changes, make sure to leave the game running and open up your task manager by searching for it in your Start menu search. In the Processes tab, right-click the Dying Light process and select to go to Details. In the Details tab, right-click the highlighted process and set its priority to High. In order to reduce the CPU utilization from other programs, I suggest you end some programs from running in the background, which you don't need when playing the game. But make sure to only end programs from running, which you know won't break your operating system. In the Startup tab, you can additionally prevent programs from starting up on system boot. You can then close your Task Manager and Dying Light 2. You should make sure that your graphics card driver is up to date. I suggest using the GeForce Experience application if you're using an NVIDIA GPU, but you can also use the AMD Radeon software. In the Drivers tab, simply click on Download, and the application will automatically download and install the latest driver. Repeat this step at least a few times a year to make sure that you get the most out of your hardware. In the Home tab, you can access individual game settings, which can also be changed from here. Simply select Details for Dying Light 2. You will be presented with current in-game settings and with the optimal settings suggestion depending on your hardware. When selecting Optimize, GeForce Experience will apply the recommended settings to the game. You also have the option to use custom settings when selecting this wrench icon. Here, use this slider system to reduce some options and change your display resolution and display mode in case you're using an abnormal screen resolution as I am. When navigating to your GeForce settings, make sure to disable the in-game overlay in your General Settings tab, as application overlays often cause performance issues. Below, you have the option to enable the image scaling option. For some of you, this option is not available as your graphics driver is not up to date. Enabling NVIDIA image scaling can dramatically increase your frame rate for any game you play on your PC. After making sure that your GPU driver is up to date, open up your System Settings window. Here, navigate to the Gaming section. Under Game Mode, you have the option to enable or disable Game Mode on your PC. In theory, Game Mode should prevent Windows Update from performing driver installations and sending restart notifications, as well as help achieve a more stable frame rate while in-game. Some users have reported that disabling this option will drastically increase their gaming performance on Windows 11 or 10. I suggest disabling this option in case it was enabled before to see if it makes a difference on your PC. In my case, leaving it disabled gets me the highest FPS. In your related settings, select Graphics. Click on Browse to change some custom graphics settings for Dying Light 2. In your File Explorer, navigate to the drive on which you saved the game on. The file path for the Steam version is Program Files, Steam, Steam Apps, Common, Dying Light 2, PH, Work, Bin, x64, and here select Dying Light Game. This will add Dying Light to this list below. When selecting options for Dying Light, make sure to set the preference to high performance, which in most cases will take advantage of your graphics processor to help run the game on your system. Keep your settings window open and search for Update to get to your Windows Update settings. Make sure to check for recent updates, and in case there's an update available to you, make sure to download it before restarting your PC, which will install the update for you. In case you have any further issues or problems following this tutorial, then I suggest following my extensive guide linked in the description below. I hope this helped you out. Leave a comment if you have any questions and see you in the next one.